No oxygen, no law, no escape. High in the Peruvian Andes, above the clouds and beyond the reach of reason, lies a city unlike any other, La Rinconada. It's the closest town to space, yet every breath feels like you're drowning in the sky. Here, over 50,000 people live with just half the oxygen your body needs. Their blood thickens, their hearts race, and for many, that's the easy part. Because beneath this icy wasteland, there's gold. And where there's gold, there's greed, chaos, and danger. This isn't a town. It's a gold-fueled pressure cooker, ruled by illegal mines, superstition, and survival of the fittest. So why do people come here? And more importantly, why do they stay? In this video, we're diving deep into La Rinconada, the highest human settlement on Earth, where every step feels like your last, and every moment could change your life. We'll uncover how people survive in a town with no oxygen, no government, and no real future. Only the seductive pull of gold buried beneath toxic soil. But what's really happening behind the freezing fog and desperate smiles? Stay with us, because what you're about to see isn't just extreme, it's barely believable. We began our ascent in silence, the kind of silence only thin air and nervous tension can create. As the roads twisted higher into the Andes, the landscape stopped looking like Earth. No trees, no birds, just rock, ice, and the distant hum of a place not meant for humans. At 5,100 meters above sea level, cars wheeze, people stumble, and oxygen becomes a luxury. The locals, they don't blink. Their bodies have twice the red blood cells of yours. Evolution built them to survive where most would collapse. But even survival here has a cost. Our guide handed us oxygen canisters, not for emergencies, but for breathing. Every breath burned. Every step felt like dragging a body underwater. And then it hit us. The stench, the cold, the dizzying lack of air. Welcome to La Rinconada, where trash piles rise higher than buildings, and the air itself feels wrong. Life here isn't just hard, it's inhuman by design. Picture this: over 50,000 people live in metal shacks with no heating, no plumbing, and often no electricity. Showers? Only if you can pay for it. Toilets? Public and shared by hundreds. Garbage? Dumped outside. Everywhere. You'd think this was a temporary camp. But people have raised families here. Not because they want to, but because La Rinconada offers one thing they can't find back home: gold. Men spend days inside pitch-black tunnels, crawling through toxic fumes and freezing shafts. They work under a system called Cachorreo, one of the world's most brutal labor setups. You dig for the company for an entire month. No pay, no guarantees. Then you get just one day, a single 24-hour window to dig for yourself. If you find gold, you eat. If not, you just worked 35 days for free. And no one cares. At first glance, this looks like any other poor mining town, until you realize what's really going on. There are no banks, so everyone carries their cash and gold with them. That means robberies. Not once in a while, but every day. Locals whisper about fake miners who lurk in tunnels, waiting to stab or shoot someone carrying nuggets. There is no jail here. Just a tiny calabozo room. No trials, no safety net. The police, even they refuse to patrol certain areas after dark. Armed with AKMs and shotguns, they operate more like a militia than law enforcement because they have to. Everyone is scared. That's why outsiders are warned. Don't film, don't ask questions, don't trust anyone. And still, that doesn't stop the violence. Blood stains on the street, gunfire in the night. Entire neighborhoods ruled by silence and fear. La Rinconada doesn't have a dark side. It is the dark side. In La Rinconada, gold isn't just a metal. It's a religion, a drug, a curse. At the mouth of every mine sits a statue. The uncle, or as locals call him, El Tío, a demonic figure draped in flowers, cigarettes, and bottles of cheap liquor. Miners make daily offerings, begging him for gold. But there's a catch. They believe that if you use your gold for good, like saving money, helping your family, the uncle will punish you. So instead, miners spend their earnings on alcohol, drugs, and prostitutes, not out of desire, but out of fear. It's a self-fulfilling spiral where survival means surrendering to superstition. Addiction isn't the problem. Here, it's the expectation. Children with frostbite play in the streets. Miners stumble drunk at noon. And the ones who don't follow the ritual, they say the gold vanishes, or worse, you do. The ground here sparkles, but it's toxic. To extract gold, miners use mercury and cyanide, deadly chemicals that seep into the soil, water, and lungs of everyone nearby. Streams run red from acid runoff. Children bathe in mercury-laced water. Crops absorb poison. Animals die young. And the average human lifespan here? Just 35 years. The air, already starved of oxygen, is now filled with evaporated toxins, invisible but fatal. Locals suffer from neurological disorders, memory loss, skin diseases, and early onset Parkinson's. But with no real hospitals, no clean water, and no government help, there's no one to report it to. The environment isn't collapsing. It's already gone. And the people? They're just trying to survive inside a slow-motion mass extinction, caused not by nature, but by human greed. Everyone here came chasing the same thing, a better life. Some arrived with hope, others with nothing left to lose, but most will leave with broken bodies, if they leave at all. In La Rinconada, time doesn't move forward, it spirals. Generations trapped in the same cycle. Dig, suffer, gamble, repeat. Some strike it rich. Most never do. And even those who do find gold often lose far more in return. Their health, their families, their sanity. Because this town doesn't give you gold for free. It trades it for your blood. Somewhere out there, in the silence above the clouds, 50,000 people are still digging, still breathing poisoned air, still hoping today is the day they strike gold. But in a town built on superstition, addiction, and invisible death, how do you know if you're getting rich or just getting buried? La Rinconada is real. And the scariest part? This might be humanity's future, not just its forgotten past.